Hello there, welcome to bitparade.co.uk's weekly Let's Play, the weekly Grandia. I believe this is episode 11. It is episode 11, I'm sure of it. So we're just about to escape the Garlisle base. If you didn't watch last week, then we did quite a lot actually. It was like a 2.5 hour episode, I think. And so we encountered this load game. We encountered this creature. I don't know if creature's a fair description, but someone from a different race or like an old tribe or something like that. And we've helped him escape. So he's there right at the back. You can see him. We beat this one. So the three generals, female generals from the start of the game, we beat all three of them. Because yeah, he was captured, we were captured, we escaped, got captured, escaped again, it's got him out, and then just laid waste to everyone. We actually fights, apart from one of them where Sue kept getting knocked down, we did pretty well. So if I remember right, we now need to get on a train. So yeah, I believe her name's Lena. Helped us escape. She's Fina's sister. We don't know that yet, but we do. You know, we were told, but Justin wasn't. And she sort of said like, the only way you'll escape is if you get on the military train. So Justin didn't really pick up on that, but that's what we're doing. So how do I get down again? Right. So I don't know if don't know how long I'm going to play for tonight, because this is, as much as anything, a bit of a test. Because I will get into this, but I had some severe computer problems, and it doesn't look like we can go anywhere. There's a guy. Let's hide from the guy. Let's just get on, see what happens. So I don't really want to push things too much, because obviously I had things nicely set up, and no, I don't. So I think I do have Movie Maker, so I need to get everything set up. And okay, those guys are coming. Let's get on. Can't be distracted while these guys are coming. Okay, I've got this. Let's sit. So Justin's decided he knows how to work a train. Smash that door down. Guy at the bottom just doesn't give a shit. Not bothered. Uh-oh. So it's their plan to let him escape, was it? See, that's a bit disappointing. Maybe they let themselves get beat fairly easily. But, oh well. Also, I was talking to someone about capes this week, and I'll never wear one. I'm fairly convinced that I will never wear a cape. But I've you know, if it was more acceptable, I'd maybe consider it. But it's just not, is it? I mean, you know, but it'd have to be a big, proper, you know, it wouldn't be like a Batman cape or anything. It'd be a proper, like, you know, actual, like a cloak, almost. You know, completely covers you. Or not, you know, not necessarily with the hood, or maybe a hood, but so you can pull it around the front as well. It's basically a coat. I want a coat. But yeah, they always look like nice material. But yeah, there you go. That's cape talk of the week. I also heard someone saying that the emulation on sorry, just move the microphone away from me a little bit. The emulation on the Vita, I guess it used the PSP version or something, is actually better than the PS3 version. But every time it pulls out and shows the 3D graphics on Grandia, I've been impressed how solid they look, because I don't remember them looking quite this good. And obviously they're stretched and they don't look great, but they do look pretty good. Well, you know, like I say, it's relative, but Probably woke the other two up though, innit? Oh yeah, so he doesn't actually speak English, but he gave us these nuts that mean we can understand him. So, where should we start? Let's go at the top. I presume we'll be able to ask all three. So, who hurt him? Well, we found him injured, basically. And he attacked us. But, I was walking through the Misty Forest when the scary soldier lady started chasing me. But it was those three ugly ones. I was running away as fast as I could, and then I stumbled and got hurt. But why would the Garlisle forces do something like that to you? Wonder if my sister was involved. Hope not. So, you ever seen the end of the world? Doesn't know what the end of the... Oh, you mean that big old wall? Of course I've seen it. Some people used to live on the other side. This is what his mum told him. So that's the revelation then, because they do see it as the end of the world, and Justin's the only one that's sort of gone like, it can't possibly be the end of the world. So, let's see, my village is called Luc Village. So I don't remember any of this. Again, to just as a reminder, the reason we're going through all this is because I played it on the Saturn, never finished it, played it through in Japanese. I don't remember fighter jets. But yeah, so I don't. I never finished it, and I always wanted to go back to it. And I've never, I've owned it on the PS3, downloaded as PSN on PSN. For years and years and years, and never got around to it. And when I got Vita, even, I thought, oh yeah, that's a good chance. So the first thing I did was put Grandia on there, and never actually play. I think I did start it, and didn't even do the first mission. Couldn't face it. It was too much work to do. So this Grandia Weekly is an attempt to. What's this? Is it a stash box or? I don't actually know what we're doing. I wasn't listening. Alright, soldiers. Alright, well, this shouldn't be too bad. We should be able to take out... We were doing pretty well against the individual... Oh, actually, I think it was three. There's three here. Yeah, the issue we have is... Yeah, that guy's doing a special. We should be fine. Sue can... If she takes out this guy, I don't think she'll take him out, but then Fina can... That worked out alright. So yeah, there's very little of this game I remember. The bits that don't seem particularly unfamiliar, but this train bit I don't remember doing. I know I got past this because I had a party of 4 people. And I'd had a party of 4 people for quite a while. So I think I was on disc 2. I think I'll recognise the location when I eventually get there. But so whilst we're doing all the combat stuff, let me tell you about my computer problems. So The Witcher is out, and I very much wanted to play The Witcher, but my CPU, which I never considered to be a bad CPU. It was a fairly low-end one when I first got it, but I sort of CPUs don't seem to have been that important, really. You know, like I've had that. It came out in 2011. I think I got it probably in 2012, possibly, or the end of 2011, and I've not really needed. In fact, yeah, it would have been. I've had it sort of 4 years, I think. And I hadn't really needed to worry about. You know, I put new graphics cards in, or a new graphics card in since then, and CPU just didn't really seem to be a priority. It was always going to be like the next thing I was going to do. But yeah, so my old CPU, as it is now, didn't meet the minimum requirements for The Witcher. So I decided, right, time to buy a new one. My motherboard would only take a 1155. I think it's LGA 1155. So I decided, right, I'll have to go with the same again. I don't particularly want to, but yeah, I don't have a lot of choice. It's that's gonna be better. She should have attacked the right one. As it is, she's now gonna. Oh, maybe she won't get attacked. There we go. Yeah, so I bought a new. Basically, I bought the recommended CPU, which I think is a 3770 i7 3770, and the problem was it was expensive. It was, I think, 200 quid. I think 230. I think so. It's a really expensive CPU. And it's not the best out there. It's not, but it's the recommended for The Witcher. So hopefully, if it's recommended for The Witcher, it'll be a very long time before I need to, to worry about upgrading it. Especially as these consoles are weak on CPUs. So that's the barrier. Well, that's one of the things that's going to limit them. That's another monoreg. Okay. So. I've got a CPU, and I'm off work for a week at the minute, so I opened it up on Friday, opened my computer up, put this new CPU in, and it didn't work, didn't boot. So I put the old CPU back in, and it continued to not boot, even with the old CPU. As you can imagine, that was a bit worrying. So I tried a few things, various things, and then the RAM stopped working, and it wouldn't even attempt to boot anyway. I got to the point where I could boot to Windows, but that was it. Yeah, it just nothing was going right. Oh my God, Sue. Yeah, it's just starting to go a bit wrong now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We'll be fine. Sue can heal her. Heal her, sorry. Sue probably needs to heal herself, too. So, yeah, so, all sorts of stuff's gone wrong with it. Basically, I couldn't even get it to power up. To even attempt, like, wasn't even hitting the BIOS, it wasn't even attempting to load the BIOS. No idea what was going on with it. So I gave up and took it to a professional. The reasoning being that I could probably fix this myself if I had the parts. But I don't have the parts, I don't have a shop full of computer parts, so that's probably a waste. Oh, should heal everyone. And yeah, so at least they'd fix it, and so I took it down, and I got a phone call back saying that I needed I had to pay for a new motherboard, which was £95. Pay for them to fit it. Pay for them to fit the new CPU, and they thought they might have to install Windows as well. So in total, it came to like 160 quid, which obviously, as I'm sure you can imagine, I was not best pleased about. I'm going to V-slash this guy. So yeah,
V-slash.
see if this works. It didn't work. Shit. Alright, we might be in a bit of trouble here. So, yeah, so I then got another phone call later on after I'd agreed to this 160 quid to say that they'd put everything in, and the problem they were having was when they then booted it in, you know, they'd set it all up and it worked fine, but then when they tested it again, they turned it off and put it back on. It wasn't booting, and they thought it might be the graphics card, so they took it out and put it in somewhere else, and it sounded like he was saying to me that the graphics card worked on another motherboard but didn't work on my new one, which suggests to me it's a fault with their graphics card that they told me. But anyway, yeah, so alright, okay, I wonder what this does. We'll find out now, because I'm going to use a heal thing, a herb. So sorry, I just need to concentrate on this for a second. 15 action has 1 star. So defense goes down, but her action improves. And it's, I think her action is the thing that she's terrible at. Yeah, it is. Right, so okay, Sue's just about to get better. So defense is, you know, worse, but right, who's got? So he hasn't actually got potions, has he? No, he hasn't got any healing stuff. Well, he's got that, but okay. So we'll use. Might actually just use her thingy. Oh shit! Use her magic again. Okay. Yeah. So I was reluctant to buy a graphics card, and certainly to buy it from them, because it started to seem like maybe a bit of a scam. But he bought the old CPU off me and stuff, and I was talking to the guy, and he gave me, like, he just gave me the CPU, the graphics card back, which obviously gave me the motherboard back. Basically said, look, if you want to try doing anything with them, feel free. You know, they're yours. So it wasn't like he was going, yeah, no, we had to bin it. Yeah, you have to buy a new card. I could have just tested it myself, and he was going to show me how to, what I'd have to do. He said there was a way to get it to work, but it, you know, I'd have to do it every time I wanted to use it. So, yeah. Right, what are we doing? I should start reading stuff. It looks like slamming on the brakes or not. So I think we've deliberately pulled off the brake lever. don't get why he's just gone in there. Why don't he just undo the link before, like, and not go in there? Don't tell him what he's going to do. Wow, wow, wow. So yeah, so the long story short, or the end result of that little trip to the computer shop was, I did end up buying a new graphics card to go in there. I bought a 970, an overclocked one. I didn't feel like I wanted to. I mean, obviously, I always want to buy a new graphics card. There was a leak today about the chatty. I think it might be 370X, possibly. Might be wrong, but it's compact size and like as powerful as a Titan, or more powerful than a Titan. It's got water cooling inside the card. Stuff like, it's that sort of thing. He's like, oh yeah, maybe I'd go to ATI for that. So I used to have an ATI card, and I liked it. It was very noisy though by the end, really, really noisy. But I had no great issue with it. Well, one or two issues maybe, but yeah, all in all, I quite liked it. Yeah, but I just got this card. Or I got the 760, and about a year ago, I think. I kind of got it for The Witcher before The Witcher got delayed, and it was like, right, well, I'll get it, ready for that, and then not a lot came out that made the most of that. There's not been too much. Wolfenstein aside, maybe, that had really pushed it. Like, I'd played Tomb Raider on my old card and stuff like that, so it's not like there was it's like I'd done a lot with it, so I wasn't in a rush to replace it, but yeah. So I guess in theory now I don't need to open my computer up for years. I might actually I might just put a lock on my computer to stop me from opening it up and breaking stuff. Right, I do remember this bit. I remember there being loads of fog and mist. This is the Misty Forest, I presume. There is a save point. So yeah, save point there. There's some money in front of us as well. I can see through this mist. I don't know why they're having a problem. Yeah, unfortunately, sorry, moving the microphone around. Yeah, the upside of all this is that I now have a better graphics card and a better CPU. That's great. I spent a lot of fucking money this month doing that. I've basically built a whole new computer without the new RAM and the new graphics, the new hard drives and stuff. But I still had to pay as though I was putting a new hard drive in, and I've still lost not loads of programs and stuff. So I kept a lot of stuff. I've got SSDs for. This sounds like I'm bragging now, but for my main hard drive to boot Windows, so I kept it fairly clean. The only thing I've not got on there at the minute is Photoshop. I've just put my capture stuff back on. Audacity's on, which is, like I say, sort of why we're testing this. And yeah, so the next thing is, like I say, yeah, get Photoshop on there, and might as well save. And I don't know what else I'm missing. Don't think I'm missing anything else that should have been on there. I got them to back up all my music before they did anything, which they were kind enough to do. I say kind enough to do. Paid them a small fucking fortune to do it. But yeah, they seem to have done a good job. I can't really complain, I guess. But yeah, So I feel like complaining. But yeah, you know, I don't. I was gonna say I don't treat myself that often. That's a damn lie. But I don't spend huge sums of money on myself very often. So I don't. I'm not too upset that I've the bit of money that I had saved is is vanished. Because yeah, I'll oh, she hasn't got any magic stuff, has she? Well, she has got magic stuff, but oh, let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, that did alright. Right, does she hit 2 of them with this? So I'm working on the assumption that trees are weak to fire. And it is weak to fire, but it's not as weak to fire as I hope.
See my power!
Right, so that's about to attack, so let's didn't kill it, unfortunately. But maybe Justin will. And she can take. She did quite a lot of damage on her own, so we'll let her take that one. There we go. So Justin's very close to leveling up. Yeah, so what else has been happening this week? So yeah, it also means that this is going up very late. I don't know that anyone particularly cares about it being on time or not on time, but I do, because it's supposed to be a weekend thing where I have a bit of time. But like I say, I am off this week, so I've got a bit of time, and it's a bank holiday next week as well, so I can maybe do it on Monday next week to keep a bit of a gap, so I don't just fill up the front page of the website with it. Yeah, that said, do you know what? We should we can use fire on this guy.
Oh, flame burn him!
Then Sue can finish him off. Alright, so it'll kill the middle one, whether or not it'll do enough damage. Yeah, I've been a bit lucky there, but glad that's worked out.
What a cinch!
Yeah, it does mean that since the last time I recorded one of these, I don't think I've done anything for the site. Or I've done stuff for the site, but I don't think I've played anything for the site. I think it's I played Witcher and stuff. We'll get onto that, but I don't know which way to go now. I know this is the entrance, but I deliberately came a different way to just sort of explore, and we've not really found anything. So I don't know what to. Uh-oh. Fuck is that? Oh well, we'll kill it. Oh, what the hell is a grim haze? Okay, let's see what happens with that. I'm gonna take that bird out because I know they're dangerous. I'm not too sure what a. Right, Sue killed that, so. Alright, they were pretty weak, all things considered. Those trees are more difficult.
What a cinch!
Yeah. So we don't get a lot for that, but oh well. It's always good to be leveling up. Um, I did play some more Shin Megami. I managed to get back onto that, and yeah, okay, we're right back at the start, so I can get all my magic points back. And yeah, I still have the issue with that, where as good a game as it is, Shin Megami Tensei 4's problem is that too often you're walking around kind of going, I don't know where I need to go. It tells me I need to go to. Do you know what, I was going to have a stab at the name, but it begins with an R, Ripongu or something like that. I've had a stab at the name now. It's a mistake, probably. But it's like, yeah, you need to go to the underground part of this. You kind of have no idea where that is. And I don't know, you know, it doesn't show you on the map. So unless it says, like, Shinjuku, and you can kind of go, right, okay, there is a terminal called that. There's a terminal for Shibuya. So I can go there, I know where those places are. But yeah, it's just... but yeah, I think I managed to get myself to a more neutral alignment, which is apparently the proper ending. And by the sounds of it, I'm not miles and miles away from the end. However, this all being said, I am, because that's still hours and hours away from the end. So I've got a lot left to go, I think, but I don't even think I made a dent, to be honest. But oh well. Yeah, so I am still enjoying it, but it's okay. So what have we got here? Weak weed. All right, okay. I think what I'm gonna have to do when we get to a point where I can equip these mana eggs is Justin could do with. I'm gonna go this way because this is the way I think I could have gone this way and didn't. I think I could have gone up here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I think. Oh shit! There's loads of them. Where have they gone? So yeah, Justin at the minute he hasn't got any heal stuff, and I should spend the time just shifting some stuff about, but I can't be asked. But yeah, so when we get to a town that I can buy well, sorry, that has this sort of stuff, or if I can fast travel from somewhere, if I get to the world map, then I might be able to just head back to town, equip those mana eggs, and then everyone's got some spells. Maybe keep one in reserve for if I get a new character soon, so that they've got some magic. But yeah, that wasn't actually a mana egg I picked up. I keep convincing myself it was, but I have mana eggs there. Like in reserve. I think I've got a spare one each. Get a lot of gold for that. Big pot of gold. I apologise if you can hear me yawning, by the way. It's been I haven't had a lot of sleep this past week. Nothing particularly exciting happening or anything. Just staying up late and stream this. Okay, we've gone a really weird route here. And I wanted to explore, not to just get into fights, but because there might be weapons and stuff around. Like, so Fina's still had that whip for ages. I'll quite happily buy one when we get somewhere that sells them, but yeah, just improving her a little bit would be quite handy.
Pretty easy, right, puppy?
Sorry, I'm still trying to think what I have been playing. I tell you what I have been playing actually. I've played quite a lot of the Wolfenstein. I was going to say DLC, it's not really DLC, but you know what I mean. The Old Blood. I really like it. I think it's, well, I'll say this about it. It feels like they've took blocks of gameplay and stuck them together. Oh, certainly for the first half, first 3 quarters, because it goes a bit different after a while. So you get these sections where it's like, right, you need to sneak around because these big guys are enormous and deadly, and you need to like power them down rather than rather than straight up fight them. Although you can fight them if you have a powerful gun, which they drop. So you kill one of them by stealthy means, you can just go and unload on the other one. There'll be another room like that, and then another room like that, and then you have to sneak past some dogs. And then there'll be like a room just full of soldiers, and you can just kind of unload. You know, you'll have picked up enough weapons or something. There'll be a turret you can use, and it's just like a fun room. And then there's commanders and stuff that you can take. If they're alerted to you, then they will. I'm losing where I'm going here. Right, I think we've been down here because I think we would have run into something. So yeah, there'll be these commanders that you can take out, and if you take them out quietly, then great. If you don't, then they'll call in. Okay, we've gone the wrong way. They'll call in security or reinforcements and stuff. So it behooves you. Is that the phrase? To be careful, to be stealthy and stuff. Unless you just want to kill a lot of Nazis, but yeah, and the game's fairly generous with ammo and stuff. So if you do want to just go on a killing spree, you can. However, there are points where the game makes you face off against stuff and limits you in certain ways, and they're fun, those bits, to a point, but it also feels like a little bit like you are getting shot from all over the place, and it maybe doesn't quite do a good enough job of actually, it's not the game's fault, but it can be a bit difficult to pick up where you're being hit from, because you're being hit from so many places. Alright. Oof. So those things actually do a bit of damage when they do land.
Not bad, eh?
But yeah, the story it's not non-existent. That's not fair. It's very. The plot is to get a folder. That's it. That's the point. That's the MacGuffin that you're going to get, is a folder. But it's all about the occult aspects to the Nazis, and yeah. So you're basically ultimately, although I don't think you know this, that's what you're trying to stop. I tried turning around. I wasn't quick enough. So you're fuck. We might be in trouble here. I'm gonna defend. Etsu can defend. burn. Let's burn that guy.
Here goes! Ha!
So yeah, it sounded like I was criticising it, but I think it's fantastic. I like the look of some of the areas as well. Like there's a very pretty looking German town that you go to. I think it's not Wolfsburg. It's outside. It's outside Wolfenstein. Actually, it's outside the castle. But yeah, like certain bits of it just look brilliant, and certain combat scenarios are fantastic. There's odd bits of humour in there again, and stuff like it. It's good. I recommend it certainly. Although I haven't finished it, and someone had said to me that their issue with the main game was that it sort of felt like it outstayed. Oh shit! I don't need to go in there. See if I can just turn around, just go back out, and I want to go off and explore a little bit more. Yes, okay. We will have to fight everyone again, but oh well. Yeah, so we, yeah, with I kind of agree with this as well. The New Order does feel like it outstays its welcome a little bit. Not that it's not fun or it's not good, and because it is, but the levels are fairly substantial, and it then sort of just stops at points for you to, you know, why don't you go and talk to this guy, this cat? Why don't you go and find his hat that he's lost? So I don't, because it's a first-person shooter. It's Wolfenstein. But yeah, so you don't have a lot of choice. You kind of have to do that stuff. But yeah, it's not terrible. But that is the point. I stopped at one of those points. I just couldn't be arsed with that, and I haven't gone back to it since. And it's a shame because I really like the game. But this doesn't have any of that. Old Blood doesn't have that stuff. It's more straightforward. In some ways that's good, but in other ways it does sort of feel like it means they can't bring out these plot points so much, and they try, but it just doesn't always come across. Okay, Phoenix not too far from leveling up now. So yeah, I guess the obvious thing to talk about is Witcher, but I'm not hugely far into that. And similarly, I have this issue sometimes with games where I get really into them and I'll clean out an area, which is, you know, I did the first area in that game, and well, I'd like to take him out. Ah, fuck. Ah, that's fine. That worked out alright. Yeah, I did the first area and it was, you know,
Pretty easy.
it's brilliant, and I did the side missions there. I think I didn't do all of them. I think there's one or two that I picked up the things from. They didn't sound like missions, and I think, or I left them on the board because they didn't sound like missions, but they may have been missions. But I think that can I go up here? Yeah. Alright, well, apparently there's nothing up here. So is it right there? Okay, so yeah, we just had to go to... so that, yeah, there was nothing here, was there? That's what I've just been. No. Or... No. Okay. Here we go. Nope. Yeah, so, yeah. Like I say, I was really getting into it, and then I got to this new area. It's enormous. The second area is incredible. It's really, really huge. And I was driving along, I got to the first little village part where there's a pub and stuff and there's missions. So I won't, you know, I'll go to the mission objective first. And I didn't realise the mission objective was miles away. I did 2 missions, or picked up 2 missions, or did one and picked up another, just on the way there without even trying. And I sort of realised, like, shit, you know, I got to this place where the main objective was. I heard someone talk about burying a body that I thought I could probably get involved in that. And then I couldn't find them to get involved in it. And yeah, so I picked up the main quest, and that involved me going somewhere else, like even further away. But I picked up all these side quests for this area, and realised I'd just gone past another village that had loads of side quests, like on, you know, the one that I was saying about before. I was like, this is too much to do. I need a break. So, which is why I've updated I've put everything back on my hard drive, and I've done all my Windows updates, and now we're doing this because yeah, I don't know how much more we're gonna do because I don't know. We'll see. So what's he saying? I'll be waiting at my house. So go and see the village chief. Okay. See you later. Bye. So. This is where, like, Witcher, you have a mini map. And yeah, it'd be handy having one because I just want to go to a shop and buy stuff. Okay, so we're blocked in. That's handy to know. Okay, what are the excavating bones for? It's not at all creepy. Do you think the elders over there? Do you think this is stone? Nope. No, I guess. Maybe look a bit further afield than just outside your own house. This is Game of Thrones with the God of Light. So he's just admitted to being cannibalisms. Cannibalisms? Cannibals. Right, she's red for some reason, so let's talk to her. What's house for? I want it. So it's possible that there's a shop in here then. Or somewhere to get Mana eggs and stuff. Go in house 3. Can I go on this bit? See, if this was like a Shining Force game or something, there'd be something in that. If it's Dragon Quest, you go down there and talk to a slime. Didn't mean to talk to her. Did I go in this one? House 1? Okay, so presumably that's house 2 behind that, so let's see what this is. It's Rem's house, so we need to go speak to the chief. House 2. This guy stood under here. Is he going to tell me? I'm going to stare at his tail now. Right, so we went in. That's Rem's house. Is he the village chief? Nope. Huh. Well, there you go. Let's go and use that to heal up. I didn't see that before. And while I'm here, I'm just gonna save. I'm not gonna end it here. Well, we are getting on for an hour, but I may. It's been an uneventful one, so I don't really want to upload this. I've not been very talkative either. Like I say, I'm tired. I'm distracted. Mourning the loss of 400. It cost me 400 quid for this fucking computer. Yeah, that just, it's a lot of money. So yeah, I'll make the effort to be more chatty. It looks like we should go up here, but that's not a place we can go. Where's the chief? It's not the chief. Been over there. You're not the chief. You're those kids. You're not the chief. Presume you're not the chief. Okay, so we need to go to the village chief place. I've talked to her before. So, just take us to the village chiefs. I don't know what I've just done. Where have I gone? Presumably it's not up at the top of that mountain. It might be, but presumably not. So we're not going to go up there yet. Have a better look around town. Are you the village chief? Yes. Okay. We're in business. I think I've found where the chief's place is, and balls. There isn't a magic thing. So I could put a knife on her, but I don't really want a knife for her. Bollocks. I've got enough money that I could give her a knife. She'll level it up fairly quick. Right, so we need to clear some stuff, or at least put it away. Oh, there is a magic thing. Yeah, cool. Right, that'll free up some space. No mana eggs. Are they in here? Is that? Did I put them all away? Oh, is that just an item thing? I'm sure I had mana eggs. Right, let's sell some stuff. Poison is a pain in the ass, but I'll sell it. Sell an antidote, so we've got quite a lot of them. Don't know what that does. Right, let's buy her that knife now. Hopefully she's got space. Buy, give it to Fina. Yeah, okay, cool. Give Sue. Is that a throw-in? I think it is, you know. But it kind of doesn't seem worth it because she's just had those throwing stars, so I might just leave that. Let's look at the armor. See that? That looks good. That looks good. Climb hat, always good. So we could. Oh, that actually warps when damaged. That's really useful. But everyone has too much stuff, so I have a whip to sell. Oh fuck me, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back in. Because I'm sure I had mana eggs. But they're not in there, are they? So I need the... So Zyles in the mountain behind us. So presumably this is the chief's hut. What I need is one of those boxes where I can get all my stuff back. Because then I could get the mana eggs back. And dump a load of this stuff. He hasn't got one in here, has he? He's got naked pictures. This the adult section? What's this guy? Is he a horse? Oh no. Took me a while to see his other eye. Looks like he's got his head tilted back. It's like his horse mouth is up in the air. But nope. Keep staring at his tail. Okay. So we need to go get some nectar. Yeah, let's do that and then call it a day. We're on an hour. Yeah, like I say, a little put out that there isn't a thingy. Oh, just a world map thing so I can get back here. But, you know, just if there was one here, that'd be great. But, oh well. Yeah, because when you get to a world map, you can, and it was doing it, so every location was taking me, I had to select it on the world map. And that meant I could, what do we reckon? Is there stuff around here? Looks like we could just go up. No, we can't. Alright, well, let's go this way. Money! So yeah, the reason I was reluctant to discard that whip and buy the knife, even though the knife had way better stats, is that Fina hasn't been using a knife. She had a choice of whip and knife at the start, and I've just been using a whip, and so that's nicely leveled up. But the oh shit, the one behind that is alright. We'll be fine. Yeah, so Fina hasn't been using the knife, so she's going to be weak. But this should hopefully level her up. Oof, I think we might have to buy some of that armour. But yeah, the longer you use a weapon, the more experience you gain with it, the stronger you are with it. And also you've got special moves that will become more powerful as well. Sue has her defense. It's not great. So yeah, we probably should have bought some of that armour, but it means getting rid of some stuff from everyone's inventory, which I could do. Maybe we'll do. Maybe we'll call it here, but before I do that, we'll go out here first. Oh well, let's go this way. Snaky snake. Okay, so if Fina's managed to take out a snake, then Sue definitely should be able to, because she does more damage than anyone. So that's good to know. As long as there's only 3 enemies, whatever we've encountered so far, it seems we can take. It's when there's a 4th one that is a problem. It's an excitable spider. So she's already leveled up a dagger, that's what I mean, like, because we're taking on higher level enemies, she's going to gain levels fairly quickly, so the gap between the two will, between the whip and the dagger strength will close. Or, when I next get a dagger, when I next see a whip, I will just equip that. But yeah, like Justin got very few experience points there because he's just using, in terms of weapon experience points, because he's using the sword that he's been using for most of the game, not all of it, because I did switch for a bit to, I'm not entirely sure what it was, but I switched so that I could hit, I think it was a mace or something, because then I could hit ghosts without having to use magic. This is money. I don't know how to get up to that, let's see. That'll do. Seems like a good enough way to get up here. Did run away from a fight though, so we'll go back down. Get in some fights. Fight, fight, fight. I think that's the correct route, because it looks different from the other routes. So I think we're supposed to go up and to the left there. Right, okay. Here's what we're going to do. Justin's going to take them out, hopefully. Sue can take that out. So you see, the Pyro Whip is not fully leveled up, but the knife has gained some. What we're going to do though is we're going to go level 2 Tremor, and we're going to target this one in the hopes that it takes out the other as well. Oh fucking hell, Sue, she missed both of those things. This hasn't gone very well. But at the very least, these snakes are all taking damage. Oh, fuck. Yeah, this isn't done very well at all. That's improved things a little. Okay. Do you think he can do that in time? I'm not sure. Yeah. So we should get quite a lot of gold from that. Don't really need the gold at the minute, but I guess if everyone's buying armour, then it'll help. Should have left the first experience screen open a little longer there. Yeah, to go back to The Witcher, I know graphics talk isn't going to be that interesting, but yeah, fucking hell, I know it has been. It's not the, it doesn't look what it was supposed to look like, I guess. I understand why people are upset about that. I was explaining to someone the other day, I don't think it is just about graphics whoring and stuff. It's I think there's more to it than that, and it is I'm going to use that. Let's use it on Sue, because Sue's life is like hit points aren't very big. She does seem to be getting all the bonuses at the minute, though. I do seem to be using them on her because she's got massive drawbacks. As good as she, like, she's really powerful at the minute, though. Are we going up here? It was up here. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, the graphics of if you want to know why it's an issue, I would say look at let's say The Division. I mean, the one to actually sort of point to, the real proper example is Watch Dogs, because that, you know, people were taken in by what that was supposed to look like. It's a shame it didn't look how it was supposed to look, because that would have been great. You know, certainly I wanted it to look like that. I'm in trouble here. Hopefully that's just a temporary thing. Does a lot of damage to her though. Oh, it defended. Shit. Tell you what. Let's take this one out. Could have done with that defending again or something, because then I could have used Sue's. She's got a special move, not a heal spell. A special move that heals people. I don't want to use my herbs and stuff because I don't seem to have a lot of them. I've got a lot of like SP stuff and that, but not much in the way of healing. So we'll leave it for a little bit. Maybe just use it in this fight or something. Like, presumably there'll be another fight. So let's see what we find up here. Nothing. Now, is that us being jumped on, or did I run into them and it's even? Ah, fuck off. We'll just have to heal. It's not worth it.
All right, we won.
Yeah, so despite the... Yeah, so let's get back to that. So it's the misrepresentation of the game. I think people were taken in by Watch Dogs, and I think the thing with that as well was the gameplay. It looked like one thing that it wasn't. You know, it was a vertical slice. This is what we want to do with the game, and then it didn't come out anything like that. I think it's fair enough that people are annoyed when that happens. I think you could make the argument that Witcher is a different case, because the game still pretty much plays the same. It just, you know, doesn't look quite as good. However, I can't think of a game that looks that good, that vibrant, and runs that well as well. Because it runs. I know it's stupid of me to say it, because it's like, okay, of course it runs well for you. You've just bought a 970 and the, you know, a fancy processor as well that is overkill. I'll have to go with this one. Right, will she get to it in time? Yes. But yeah, it does. I mean, I've played stuff before that is open world, but I am above the recommended for, and it struggled still, and it struggled because it's just the way these things are. You know, it's a difficult thing to do to keep a solid frame rate on something like that. And Witcher 2, like again, my computer wasn't far off what was required for that, and it didn't run as well. It ran great in certain points, and then nowhere near as well in others. So yeah, it's we might have gone the wrong way. Oh well. I think we have. I'm gonna go back. Sorry guys. I think this is the right way. I think we just need to go up there. But I'm gonna go this way, all the way back down. And then back up where that fancy like wooden gatey thing was. So yeah, like I said, I understand the reason for people being upset, but yeah, which I think it does deliver. You know, I'll be surprised if we see. Well, I was gonna say I'll be surprised if we see a better looking game than that this year, but Batman's coming out, and Batman might end up being a better looking game. Very different looking game, but yeah, it's so rare now we get these big graphical showcases on the PC, because we obviously do get them on consoles every now and then, not all the time, but she can take out, yeah, she has to take out the spider out. Now, I'm going to have to take him out, but I actually would prefer to take the that flying thing out, because those flying things do more damage. Okay, we should be alright. His dagger's leveled up again.
Alright, we won!
So there we go. So we got plus 30 for the weapon. She's at skill 9, which means she has, like, it's at 9 experience points over what it was. It's not that Justin's at 74 and Sue's at 17. But yeah. So Sue now is getting pretty close to leveling up. That's good. Should have bought that armor for her though. Should have bought armor for all of them, because we're taking a lot of damage. We'll fight those spiders. It's actually tempting to go back to town, buy the armor, or, you know, save and exit and buy the armor next time. But how much has she got? 16. Probably could use all the magic again, but it should take out those spiders.
Oh, Earth, protect us all!
But at the very least, it'll buy us time. Like, if it doesn't kill all these, it will buy us a bit of time so that I can maybe get another attack in. There you go.
Alright, we won!
The good thing is I should have leveled up that her earth magic as well, because I don't use the magic enough really, particularly the secondary. It's like Fina uses fire magic quite a lot, but I don't ever use the her earth magic, and Justin as well. I've used fire magic, but I never use wind. Sue, I've used wind a little bit just because it's an offensive spell for her, but usually if she's using magic, she's using it to heal. What the fuck am I stuck on? Alright, it's leaves. Yeah, unlucky lads. Now, I don't think that should count as them ambushing us, but I think it will. No, okay. Let's take that out. Right, so we need to heal Justin. See, this is what I was tempted to do. But oh, she's got plenty of magic left. So I don't know if she'll get to use it before he gets... Yeah, okay. I didn't know if she'd get to use it before he used his second hit to kill that. But that's fine. Worked okay. He's not got all his health back though.
All right, we won.
Yeah, so the difference there, I think Justin got like 3 for his weapon, whereas Fina got 30, I think. Sue has leveled up, so her wit is leveled up. So her magic, no, I was going to say her magic's better than everyone else, but no, Justin's is 70, Fina's is 69, so she actually attacks, she's better than everyone else. I think that's the only stat where she's better than everyone. Because even SP she doesn't have. Yeah, so she is the weakest character. Right, so this is an item I think rather than a mana egg. I think the mana eggs are blue when they're on the world map. So yeah. Right, so decision time. Okay, this was clearly the wrong way. We're right there though, so maybe, you know. I am reluctant to go much further without healing Justin. So, let's do that. Okay, we should be fine. I mean, if you ignore the amount of damage we take. So I am sort of feeling like I should have gone back now, depending on how much is here. Wow, loads of stuff. These are all offerings and we're nicking them. Okay, it's never a good sign when there's a resuscitation potion. What did I tell you? So we need to discard something from the inventory, so let's get a... Let's get rid of that. But let's then equip it to Bina. Well, you know, that wasn't a waste of money, was it? No, it's happened a bit to me this week. I don't know what it does. I consider taking it, but I don't know what it does. So I don't want to. I can't use it. It speeds up IP of one friend, permanent. I should have used that, but I can't, unfortunately. Right, so we've got that now. Oh god, this is going to be a mistake, isn't it? I think this is that looks like the design that would react to my thingy, Spirit Stone, that I didn't see in my chest, you know, in the stuff. So This seemed a bit easy. I'm worried. There was loads of stuff up there. And then just some nectar. So there was a path I didn't explore, so I might just, is it up here? Or is it up here? Yeah, it was up here, and then it was this way. Okay, well, doesn't appear to be anything up there. Yeah, I really want those mono eggs so I can. I need one of those chest things, and then I could just, you know, put all this stuff that I'm carrying in there, and yeah, get those mono eggs, and then Justin's got a heal spell, so you know, because he's not carrying any heal items. Let's recover. I think we're going to call it there. It's an hour and a half episode. We've done, if you like, 2 things. I had, like I said last week, I had a look at a guide the other week, and it showed sort of was a big list of all the names and stuff. I didn't go into the detail of it. I just looked at the contents basically, and I think we were about halfway through disc 1, possibly, if that. So, and disc 2 seems short, and it's just in locations, in terms of locations. So it might be that disc 2 is actually twice the length, but each area is, you know, there's fewer areas. There's just more of them. Oh, sorry, more of them, if you know what I mean. The larger, or it could be the complete opposite of that, and it just is disc 2 is fairly short. Yeah, so I don't know. This has taken a while so far, but the idea was to start doing longer episodes, which, to be fair, this is a longer episode than I was doing. It's just not as long as last week or the week before. I will do another this coming weekend. So it's already it's Tuesday, but it's been, like I say, it's been a long couple of days. So I'm very tired, and I need to get this edited and uploaded tonight as well before I go to bed. But yeah, so there will be another episode this weekend, unless my computer blows up or something. And yeah, and assuming, you know, again, I'll try and do it as a long one. The good news and bad news is that it's a bit more detail into my private life than you need, possibly. But well, the first things first, football season ends this week, which is it's bad news for me personally, but good news for this, because I don't have to worry about time, you know, getting this played whilst I'm not watching football. And you know, it frees up, genuinely, to free up my weekends a lot. However, a friend of mine is going to be staying with me for a couple of months, and that makes things more difficult to record these, because I might have to explain. No, just don't come and talk to me for, you know, just entertain yourself for a few hours. He might chip in, you never know. He might decide he wants in on it, but possibly not. Might make it more entertaining if I'm not just talking to myself. But yeah. Anyway, so this, I think this is the worst episode we've done. I think that episode where I didn't record any sound was better than this. So yeah, thanks for sticking with it. It will be more interesting at the weekend, because I will be less tired and will have done some stuff, will have played. I'm aiming to get The Witcher, sorry, I won't finish The Witcher, but I'm aiming to get Wolfenstein finished. That's the plan. And obviously play a chunk more Witcher, but basically it was this or Wolfenstein tonight, so the hour and a half I've spent playing this, I would have maybe done an hour on Wolfenstein instead. yeah, so that's tomorrow. So it's basically to break up the day. Someone who's playing The Witcher all day, and yeah. So thanks for watching. If you stuck with it, the website that this I say belongs to, doesn't really belong to anyone, does it? Is bitparade.co.uk. Come and visit us. There's not been a lot on the site this week. It seems like everyone's just took the first few days of the week off. But the previous week there was stuff. However, God knows I can't remember what it was. There was a few features and stuff. There was reviews. Let me quickly have a look so you can see what was on there. Yeah, we did a first play video for Splatoon, which I really enjoyed. I actually thought there was another one coming, but I think it is next week possibly. So maybe this can't be this Sunday. I'm not sure, but it's a problem. It's a Sunday night at like 11 o'clock at night, which is no chance. If it was this week, fine. Actually, do you know what? If it's this Sunday coming, then maybe, because it's like I said, it's a bank holiday. So yeah. We've also got well, yeah. There's not a lot actually on the site. There's a bit about video game Kickstarters. Obviously, there's been news about ukulele and what was the other one that was announced this week? Oh man, what's his name? Ega's game that I can't Blood something or other. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I didn't Kickstarter. I love his games, but I'm huge like Portrait of Ruin and I'm trying to think which one got Game of the Year for us. I think it was Order of Ecclesia got Game of the Year. I'm sure I saved that. So yeah, I love those. I love the 2D Castlevanias, even the old style ones, but not so much Castlevania 2. But Bloodlines, was it? The Mega Drive one was just insanely fucking hard. But Super Castlevania is great, and yeah. So and like I said, the Metroidvania type ones. I'm too tired. I can't remember any of the names. Dawn of Sorrow, Aria of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, Order of Ecclesia, and the really famous Symphony of the Night. That's the one. Yeah, really enjoyed all of them. I didn't play the ones on the GBA before Aria of Sorrow. I don't think I played them. I might have played one of them actually. I played the double pack, so yeah, one of them was in the double pack. Yeah, so I was gonna kickstart it, but you know, I was gonna donate to it, but it's not released until like next year, possibly. So I don't know. That's kind of my issue with Kickstarter, amongst other things. It's such a it's such a punt. It's such a punt with a P. It's a shot in the dark. This may or may not come out, and it's such a long way away. Yeah, so it just seemed like it was going to get funded anyway, and you don't get a lot that you won't be able to get anyway, unless you get the physical version, then fine. But in terms of just buying a code, I'm more than happy to just buy a code when it's ready. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, James has an article up about about all those. So yeah, while I'm off, I should try and do something. Some sort of work on the site, I guess. Mark has been doing some stuff on the back end that you won't be able to see any of, but I will. So yeah, I don't know what's coming up on the site. Basically, it sounds like everyone's just having a bit of a quiet week, or so far, certainly. So, on that note, thanks for watching. If somehow you managed to like the video, then please do just give it a like. I don't think this was a very good one. So